Now let's look at how we would find the area to the right of a z-score. So this z-score, remember that 0 is right in the center, is a positive. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to estimate. And it's going to be approximately 2.31. And I want the area to the right. So I'm going to color in to the right. We're talking about the z-scores. So I'm going to go over to my normal distribution curve. Now, if I look at the positive, I colored in this side. My curve gives me this side. Okay. So I can go ahead and look up. Let's go ahead and look up 2.31. So I'm going to scroll on down. 2.3 and 1. And if you remember, the first column is 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 0, 1. That's a 0.9896. So let's come back over here. My issue is the fact that the curve is going to give me to the left. I'm sorry, the table gives me to the left. So that means that over here is a 0.9896. And I want to go back over and just make sure that I read that correctly. 0.9896, okay. So, but I need to find this area. So how much does this entire curve equal? Well, the entire curve equals 1. So I can subtract the 0.9896 from 1 to get this little bitty amount. When I do that, I get a 0.0104. And I apologize that I messed up. 0.0104. So this amount is actually the area to the right, because I want this little bitty part of 2.31. Which, if you think about it, you shaded this little bitty part. You didn't shade the big part. So you don't want to leave it at 0.98. And that's another reason why we want to make sure that we color in these curves or shade in these curves to kind of help us with this. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you a second way of finding this. Think about the fact that the curve is symmetric. Okay? So remember that the right side is exactly equal to the left side. So if I fold this over, negative 2.31 and a 2.31, this amount should equal this amount. This is shaded to the left. So let's go look up a negative 2.31 on our table. And so if we look up a negative 2.31, negative 2.301, 0.0104. It gives me the exact same solution. So I can either look up the exact number that I'm given and then subtract it from 1 where I'm going to the right, or if I'm going to the right, I can look up the opposite sign. That is going to be your choice. There are two ways of doing this. Going to the right is the only time that you really have two choices. Okay? Now, in the next video, we'll look at the in-between.